Hey guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Price analysis video today on Polygon, which is ticker Matic. We've been pushing up today, looking really strong. We are looking to target those all-time highs up at around 270 is that all-time high marker there. So we're pretty much there or thereabouts now. Throughout this video, we're going to take a look at that level and levels beyond, and then we'll have a look at a few levels below where we think the price potentially could drop if we are looking to potentially get some orders filled. If you're new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button and let's crack on. So as ever, this channel is in partnership with Cointelegraph Markets Pro, and this is the platform here. We'll just take a look at Polygon Matic, which is doing quite well. I mean, look at that, the volume is up 28% versus average. Market cap is now up 10%, $18 billion, which is astronomical. And the tweets are way up, 54% of tweets up. So are you talking 3,000 tweets per 24 hours? A lot of things going ahead now. A lot of things are starting to pick up. Vortex scores 51, which is still quite low. That's a score out of 100. When that's high, you would expect the price to really rally on, based on historic data. So the price is pushing now, but historically, it's not a best time for Polygon, so it does show that there's potential better times ahead once we do get to those points. Looking at the charts though, we are pushing up, and like I say, all-time high is at 270 and we're literally there or thereabouts now. I had this trend line on last time I did some price analysis, and I was looking for a bounce back up off these regions, and it's done well. I mean, you could say we've had no closures below that. Those two last closures hit it, pushed up, and then there or thereabouts hit it again, and things are looking good. I mean, the price actually is now following, and we are pushing up to those all-time high markers. What I want to do firstly is just put a bit of a bearish spin on this and just have a look at some potential areas we could invest. If you're looking at a price here, we've moved up in 3 waves so far. So that's the first wave, second wave. We are now onto the third wave. Each wave always has a pullback, and if we drop down to the hourly, we'll analyze this latest move here. So we'll use a fib from the bottom move there to the top. So this is the latest move up. Started pretty much on the 20th of December. Yesterday morning, we had a bit of a retracement there, and we're pushing up. This is the latest move. If we don't get to all-time high and we spin around here, then you could look at buys at 240 and 226. But what I'm going to do is just push this up to here, because you can imagine that we're going to target the all-time highs. Once we do hit there, if we do retrace, these are areas I'd target. So what I would do is place some orders here, 245, and also down here at around 229. So you're talking 245 down to 254. I think those are 2 levels. Personally, I would potentially see it as buying opportunities. I mean, we could always come back down and full retracement 172, but I think that's pretty much far gone now. And this is the latest move that we need to be monitoring, really. This is an area I would consider looking to buy. Just looking at that on the grand scheme of things over a daily time frame, those are 2 levels there. So this one marries in nicely with those closures on that top, and then this one here, and it goes back to that 786 level there. So key confluent areas, and that is over that latest move there from that red wick to the upside. Just on that, I've got these extensions on the fib. So whenever I'm putting a fib on for retracement, I also put the negative levels on, which I find them really useful. So you could use them for profit taking as well, and they're up at 288 and 310. If we fly past all-time highs, I would imagine we'd probably hit 288 before another retracement. So you can still use those entries here at 245 and 229, even if we do hit 288. So those are a couple of levels for you to monitor. I'm going to get rid of this red box now because I don't think that's going to hit anymore. Looking at the MA50 and the 20, we've had no bearish crosses. Quite a few assets have had bearish crosses, but Polygon has been holding strong. We had a bearish cross here. Bullish on the 14th of October, and then it's been up ever since. Did get a few closures below a 50, which is not ideal, but the market overall has been bearish. But this, I mean, it has stayed resilient all the way through, and every wick down has been heavily bought up. So that's moving averages, no signs of bear cross at all. Things are looking good, and we are looking to target 270, which is, in my opinion, coming quite soon. Loads of room on the RSI to grow. I mean, currently at 66. When we hit the highs back up here, back in May, you can see how high the RSI was. This time we have got a lot more growth in us, I reckon. I think we've got a lot of headroom above, and that's what I want to look at. I want to have a look at some levels we could look to take some major profit. And I've got Fibonacci on the opposite way around here, and it gives me some levels above in terms of extensions. And I think personally, if you're looking to take some profit on this long term, you can use it. That was my end of year prediction, which is fucking miles off. I think most of my predictions this year, end of year ones, have been pretty much hammered. I based quite a few on the way the market cycles were working, and it just didn't quite work out. But you can't be right with everything, and most predictions are pretty much no-go now by the end of this year. That will, though, in my opinion, hit at some stage. 738 is a decent level to target, and these levels here, whether they're price predictions or take profit regions or just generally completely sell up positions, then these levels are some ones you could target. The extensions work very, very well with taking profit. So we got $3.90, $5.35, and then $6. Those targets, in my opinion, will be hit. Not going to be this year, but potentially moving into next year, if we see some major market growth, those are some levels that you could look at taking profit. So that's that pair pretty much covered. I've looked at some areas to buy, and then we're looking at here at a 288 short-term price prediction, which we could hit before retracement. And then we have levels up here where you can look to take profit. Jumping over to the BTC pair, because I think that if you're looking to build Bitcoin, then using altcoins can be a great region, and vice versa if you're wanting to build your BTC. Build your Matic via BTC, that's also a great tool to use as well. Not as many people trade Satoshis these days, but for me, I think it's definitely worth doing if you got some spare Bitcoin on the side. So all-time highs was back in May when we hit the all-time high on the US dollar pair. That's up at 6,645 Satoshis. In terms of growth from current prices, you're talking another 22%, which is possible, but it really depends what Bitcoin does. For me, I'm expecting a couple of things. So Bitcoin either hits 53k and dies and brings our market down with it, or Bitcoin blasts through 53k and goes on to create some new all-time highs over the next few months. If that does happen, Bitcoin is going to regain some market dominance. With that, altcoins in the Satoshi pairs will not perform as well, and potentially may even drop depending on how significant a price move is on Bitcoin. So just dropping down to a 4 hour, we can have a look at a little bit of a bearish spin here. We've had a bullish cross here, which is a good sign. But let's just have a look at this in terms of fib levels from that bottom to the highs there. Currently, what I would do is consider laddering a few orders in from 4,700 Satoshis all the way down to here, this level here, 3,700 Sats. I think those levels could be decent areas for you to target. So maybe 3 to 4 orders within that range. And I think it might be a decent level for you to potentially load up if the market does allow. And again, using that extension on a fib, if the market does just continue to push on, Bitcoin go sideways, then you can look at 5,800, 6,400, and then we've got all-time high at 6,600 Satoshis. Those are levels you could consider taking profit. Looking at RSI there on the 4 hour, it's getting to pretty much overbought territory, so just be wary of that. We could spin around very soon. But not too much on the Bitcoin pair. It's all the dollar pair right now. It's continuing to push up and things are starting to look really good. All-time high does look pretty much imminent, and by the time you watch this video, we might already way be up at these levels. So that's going to do it. If you are new to this channel, please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.